nightmares last night. I dreamt I was back at Victorville and then at the halfway house, and my cat is saying hi. So it was just not entirely pleasant, and it involved just having roommates again, like I did at the halfway house, and being trapped and not able to go anywhere or do anything or move, or just, yeah, it wasn't fun. I mean, I'm trying really hard to move past and not have nightmares, and I just can't shake this feeling that, like, something's gonna happen, and I know it's not going to, because it's not. There's nothing in my life that would put me at risk or that I should fear. Financially, I'm solid. My business came back like gangbusters. So, you know, and there's nothing to put any stress on me. So I don't know why these dreams are just getting worse, and why I, you know, have this anxiety, and you know, when the dreams are worse, I wake up the next day and I feel like I'm all the way back, excuse me, at ground zero, and having to claw my way back up out of the dark into the light again. And then by the end of the day, I get myself back into the light, and then I have to go to sleep. That would be my dog wanting to play fetch. I have a cat laying on my stomach wanting to be pet, and a dog wanting to play fetch, and I missed them both while I was gone. But you can't. Pets take a lot of... They're like, hey, you're laying still, let me play with you. So, excuse me, every day it's like, it's a struggle just to get back up into the light, and I was doing really good. And then all of a sudden, a few days ago, it just kind of hit this kind that the nightmares ramped up, and then the daily emotions kicked in. And before, when I first got home, that's my cat. My cat. When I first got home, every day was like this. You'd wake up from nightmares. You'd be in this dark chasm of just anxiety and fear and insecurity and doubt, and then you'd have to crawl up throughout the day and pull your mood and your thought process and everything out of the negative back into the light. And then that's the dog again. And then you'd make it to the top and be like, oh, I'm in the light, I'm good. And then you'd have to go sleep. And then more nightmares, and every day it's a process, and it starts getting tiring. And I think people who have depression, and they understand that feeling where it's a daily struggle just to pull yourself up out of the shadows. And I was doing really, really well, like really well, and then just the past few days I developed this weird sense of anxiety and dread, like something's wrong, and I know there's nothing wrong, and that's, you know, that grounds me, that knowledge that really there's nothing wrong. So this sense of dread doesn't move into anxiety or panic, but when I'm sleeping, my conscious mind is not controlling things. The anxiety gets worse, and I have these nightmares. And like yesterday morning, I woke up in a panic attack, and then this morning, I I'm getting a ball thrown at me. She's so rude. So, it's tiring, and the day stretching ahead of me just seems so exhausting because I'm all the way down in this chasm again, and I gotta, or chasm, however you pronounce that word, and I have to crawl my way back up and out just to, get stuff done. I don't know, this feeling of just being anxious. It makes you suspect everything is something wrong, something bad. So I'm just tired today. And the problem is when I feel like this, I binge eat because food makes me feel safer, and something that came through from childhood, and that it's, I, at one point, I think I was like a food addict. Like, that was my fix for everything. And I gained a lot of weight because I stress ate. And so when I feel like this, my first instinct is to get food. So that's a negative side, definitely. So that is how I'm feeling today. Okay, so apparently alright, I think it's time I go now because I now have 2 little animals sitting on my chest, and this ball thing is getting ridiculous, so I'm gonna work my way back into the light. I just thought I would share for those of you who start in the darkness like I do. So, talk to you later.